Good morning, ma'am. Myself was Lipsa from DWE. My topic for today's project is 5-volt power supply 7805 IC voltage regulator. Voltage in this project, 5-volt power supply is used to change the voltage level source. The components required for this project are AC voltage source, simple transformer, bridge rectifier, regulator, electrolytic capacitor, LED and 330 ohm resistor. Voltage regulator. Voltage regulating IC7805 has 3 pins. Pin number 1 is used as input pin and is connected to supply. Pin 2 is called common or ground pin. It is marked as the whole circuit common applied to this pin. Pin 3 is the output pin of 7805. If 12 volt are applied to its input, then it automatically generates 5 volt on this pin. Now moving towards the designing of the hardware. In hardware implementation, first of all apply source voltage to input pin of 7805 IC. Capacitors are also connected in parallel with source voltage and their rating are 100 UF and 100 PF respectively. On the other side of IC, we also connect two capacitors parallel to the gained output voltage. Now, if you closely observe the figure, then you will notice the capacitors are connected across the 12 volt are of high voltage rating, while the capacitor connected across LED are of low rating. The purpose of applying capacitor is to remove noise from our DC voltages. As we know, the DC voltage source available in market is not that much pure. So to get pure DC wave, capacitor are connected to it. As you can see that when I run the simulation, the LED started to glow. Now here is an important thing to note that I have applied a resistance in series with LED. The value of resistance is very low and very low voltage appear across the resistor. The resistor limit the current, and if we directly connect the LED, then there will be chances that the LED may burn out. We can justify it as forms Ohm's law, V equals to IR, and by rearranging it we get I equals to V by R. Now if we remove resistor, then R equals to 0, which means I equals to V by 0, and it leads us to conclude that I equals to infinity. The step down transformer converts the high voltage AC input to 12 volt. The alternating voltage from secondary terminal to transformer is given to the bridge rectifier. The bridge rectifier converts alternating voltage to unidirectional voltage with the switching actions of diode. This voltage is finally fed to a 5 volt regulator through a 2020 UF electrolytic capacitor, which eliminates the ripples and make the output stable after regulation. We get 5 volt DC at the output of 7805 IC. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.